Have you ever felt like yesterday's mistakes have followed you into today? Like your failures are too loud, your regrets too heavy. And maybe, just maybe, you don't deserve a second chance. But what if I told you that while you were sleeping, God was already preparing a fresh beginning for you? A clean slate. A new mercy. This is not just a poetic idea. It's a promise, straight from the heart of Scripture. Because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed. For His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Lamentations 3 verse 22 to 23. Today, I invite you on a journey. A story of brokenness, hope, and divine mercy. Let's discover how every sunrise isn't just another day. It's an invitation to begin again, with God. Let me tell you about Rachel. A mother of 3. Faithful. Kind. Always at church on Sundays. But last year, Rachel's world fell apart. Her husband left. Her job ended. And her faith. It cracked. One night, she sat at her kitchen table, lights off, bills stacked up, her Bible closed. She whispered to God, "I don't know how to keep going. I'm tired of pretending I believe you still care." She went to bed in silence, ashamed. But the sun still rose. And the next morning, she remembered a verse her grandmother used to repeat. His mercies are new every morning. She wasn't sure if she believed it. But something stirred. Something small. Like hope. What does it mean that His mercies are new every morning? The Hebrew word for mercies here refers to God's compassion. His deep love. His tender concern. It's not recycled mercy. It's renewed. Fresh. Personal. Like fresh manna each morning for the Israelites in the wilderness. He doesn't say, "You messed up yesterday. I'm done with you." He says, "Here, child. Let me carry you today. I have enough grace for you, again." That's not just theology. That's the heartbeat of the Father. Moses killed a man. But God met him in the desert and called him to deliver a nation. David committed adultery and murder. But God restored him and called him a man after His own heart. Peter denied Jesus 3 times. But Jesus met him at sunrise. With breakfast and a question. "Do you love me?" Each failure met by a fresh morning. Even the author of Lamentations wrote from deep sorrow. Jerusalem had fallen. The city burned. The people scattered. And yet, through all the ruin, Jeremiah dared to say, "Great is your faithfulness." So why don't we live like we're forgiven? Because we carry shame like a second skin. Because the enemy whispers, "You're beyond redemption. You've had too many chances." But God isn't counting chances. He's counting the hairs on your head. He's watching for the moment your heart turns back toward Him. His mercy is not limited by your sin. His mercy is greater than your darkest day. Join me as I take on the challenge of completely reinventing my life and making a fresh start. A fresh start is something we all crave at some point. Wiping the slate clean. Getting a second chance. Leaving a toxic job. Ending a painful relationship. Improving your habits. Reigniting your faith. It's powerful. But it can be terrifying too. One of the biggest obstacles? Fear of failure. What if I try and still mess up? What if I end up worse off? What if I'm not good enough? Another roadblock? Lack of direction. Not knowing where to begin. Not knowing what step to take. Or even what you want anymore. Perfectionism sneaks in, telling you need to have it all figured out first. And let's not forget the comfort zone. Sometimes we'd rather stay in what's familiar, even if it hurts. But it goes deeper. We often carry guilt, shame, regret. We whisper to ourselves, I don't deserve a fresh start. I've messed up too much. Then there are the real-world challenges. Bills, lack of support, family pressure, society's expectations. So, how do we break through? It starts in the mind. Progress, not perfection. Tiny steps, not giant leaps. We shift the narrative. Mistakes aren't the end, they are lessons. Detours can still lead to destiny. Delays don't cancel your promise. And then, we practice self-compassion. If God can forgive you, why won't you? Take one step. One small action. Every day. That's how we change. Let's say you want to start your own business. Don't leap blindly. Start by learning. Take a course. Find a mentor. Pray. Set aside 10 minutes a day to dream. To act. Another strategy? Surround yourself with the right voices. People who uplift you. People who walk in faith, not fear. Now, listen to Sarah's story. At 30, she felt stuck. A job that drained her. A relationship that dimmed her light. A life that felt empty. So she quit. Moved to a new city. Picked up her camera. She had no plan. Just faith. And a flicker of purpose. It was hard. She doubted herself. But she kept showing up. Today, Sarah runs her own photography business. She found purpose. Joy. Freedom. She said, I lost everything. And found what mattered most. And every morning, mercy found her again. Just like it can find you. Let me say this plainly. You woke up this morning. Because God isn't done with you. You can rise. You can rebuild. You can begin again. Because He is faithful. So I ask you, what's holding you back? Fear? Shame? A voice from your past? Take one step. Write the dream. Pray the prayer. Send the message. Make the call. Say this with me. Lord, I thank you that your mercy is new for me today. I release my failures. I receive your grace. Help me rise with courage. And live this day, fully loved and fully forgiven. If this message stirred something in you, don't let it end here. Share your story of a fresh start in the comments. Watch our next episode on building spiritual resilience. And subscribe for more soul-deep devotionals. You are not too late. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. God is still writing your story. Let's begin again. Together.